Well, I haven't heard that song in way too long. Mark Morrison, Dubai Eye 103.8. It's Afternoons with me, Helen Farmer, and we're talking beauty this afternoon. Now, the makeup industry is worth cajillions, billions. And every other week, it seems, another celebrity's created their own brand. However, how many of these are actually good for our skin, actually do what they say on the label? So many people at the minute looking for organic, cruelty-free brands. But are they really what they say they are? What are some of the watchwords we should be looking out for and making sure we buy the best? Joining us now is Nerissa Low. She is the founder of Liht Organics, which is known for being vegan and cruelty-free and safe enough to eat. Nerissa.
Thank you so much,
brought
Helen.
me a snack this afternoon in the form of a foundation.
I had some foundation, yes. Stirred it in with my coffee.
Are you being serious? You actually could eat this?
I could eat this. I mean, well, I've eaten it many times. I wouldn't recommend it, though. It doesn't taste too good, but
safety-wise, it is possible.
Yes,
okay.
it is possible.
Now, let's go back a little bit. When you decided to start your own brand, what was your why? What did you feel like was missing, either from your life or, I guess, the offering that was available to people?
So just to share a little bit about my backstory, I used to have seriously bad skin. So my face was covered with acne. I had acne all over my chest, all over my back. And I had to get one of those steroid injections into my pimples every month. So it was individually into my pimples.
Like cystic acne?
Yes, cystic acne. That's actually the word for it. And I had to do Orotane on a daily basis. And it's horrible because it causes things like, depression. It actually makes you fat. It dries up your organs, dries up your skin, dries up your hair. And I did that for 3 years, right? And I was just like, you know what? I think what it does is that it just represses the situation, but it doesn't actually cure me. So during that time, I've decided I'm going to find a cure for myself. So I went on a deep dive research, but what I found instead were the causes. So I found that I was very allergic to a lot of the chemicals that were in our skincare, in our makeup. And so I decided to do a detox of my skincare routine.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it's really
to
bad.
be honest, because I've seen a lot of people doing detoxes of things like, whether it's hydrocortisone or any kind of steroid creams, all sorts of acne treatments, and the way your skin has to go through a few processes to get to a place where you actually want to leave the house is significant. What was it like for you?
It's bad. No, it took a while. But it cleared up in 3 months though. So I found that my skin was a lot less angry when I switched to organic skincare. But what I couldn't find were organic makeup that actually worked for me, because I'm a bit of a beauty junkie and I love my colors. But I'm like, the organic or the natural stuff that I could find were either greenwashed.
Tell us about greenwashing.
Okay, so greenwashing is definition. It's when a product is deceptively marketed as clean/environmentally friendly. And basically what happens is that people kind of the consumers fall into this facade and they buy it thinking it's clean. But I've learned how to read ingredients lists. So during the time when I was going through the organic skincare phase, I've learned how to read everything that I put on my skin. And when you turn to the back of your box, now this is a challenge for the listeners, turn to the back of your box of whatever it is you're using. Look at all the ingredients and ask yourself which one of these ingredients you would actually eat. Do that with your hair care, your shampoo, your skincare, your body wash, and ask that to yourself, because 60% of what you put on your skin gets absorbed into your body. And I've learned how to do that. So when I got these products, I'm like, okay, how can you call yourself organic if you have SLS in it, if you have parabens in it? This is not cool.
Well, that's a good question, because Fiona's saying, how do brands get away with it? Because, you can slap an organic, what does that actually mean? Does it mean that there might be one product in there that's organic and that means you can give it that label? What's going on?
I think a lot of people don't really understand what it takes to be able to call yourself organic. Now, I've seen a lot of products in the market where the salespeople call it organic. But when you look at the box, there's nowhere on it that says it's organic. So it could be written on a website. It could be, mentioned by salespeople, but it's not in the box, because in order for you to say you're organic, you have to be at least 70%. Just to say you're made with organic ingredients, right? For the USDA certification, you have to be 95% and above, can't contain minerals. And, there's all these definitions. On top of that, the word fragrance in any of your products actually contains like hundreds of different chemicals that the manufacturer doesn't have to say what it is because it's considered a trade secret. So this is how they get away with it. That's very sneaky.
So let's talk about the alternatives then, and when it came to sourcing, because a lot of those, ingredients we're talking about are there for a reason. That's because they, get the look that people are wanting to achieve. They might have the longevity of the product, et cetera, et cetera. So I guess you were then trying to find a balance between being truly organic and natural and serving your own health, but also not compromising on the efficacy?
Yes, absolutely. Because when I was creating my own line, because I couldn't find something that I liked, I was like, you know what, the only way for me to do this is to create my own line. And because I knew exactly what the ingredients were and what they did for you, I'm like, I need to be able to create a line where I could look at my ingredients list, know exactly why every single ingredient is there, like what function it does, and to be very, very sure it doesn't have any harmful effects. So I work very closely with factories. I get a whole list of ingredients. I clarify everything. I work with a cosmetic pharmacist who's also trained in this area. And we basically, roll out products that only we both know that it's 100% clean and super safe, and I would eat it.
She would eat it.
I would eat it.
So before I let you go back to Singapore, you're flying. What's in the range?
So right now we have a full range. We have our liquid foundations, we have our pressed blush, we have concealers, liquid lipsticks, lip glosses, mascara, eyeliner. But we're also launching our eyeshadow range and our pressed foundation range in May. We're also coming out with our pencil liners. Finally, I found pencil liners that are not made from lead.
The excitement in your voice.
I know. I've been searching like all my life for pencil liners that does not contain lead and mercury, and I finally found a formulation that I like. Very happy with it. We're also going to be launching new shades of lipsticks because this is one of our top sellers, and we want to offer a bigger range to our customers.
And lastly, we had a message going, what's it called? So can you just explain the spelling of the name, and if anyone wants to find the products here in the UAE, how to get hold of them, Nerissa?
So Liht is spelled Liht. It stands for Living in Her Time, because I want to encourage women to be fully authentic. I know we're not perfect, but I want us to be authentic and very, very present in every moment that we live in, because it's so easy to get washed away in, the sea of everything of today, right?
And you are retailing here?
Yes, I am retailing here. We are available at Faces and April Beauty, Mall of the Emirates, Dubai Mall, and Dubai Hills here in Dubai. And then we're also in Al Ain, we're also in Al Wada and Sahara Mall.
Well, congratulations. I think you've solved a problem for yourself, but probably an awful lot of people who are listening today. If anyone wants the details, just can send me the word beauty and I will send the link over. Nerissa, safe travels back to Singapore. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
And I think alerting a lot of people to some of the marketing gimmicks that are definitely kicking around the beauty industry. If you do want details, drop me a little message. Up next, we are speaking to a man whose phone I can guarantee was exploding last night as the winner of the world's 50 best restaurant here in the Middle East. Speaking to him next.
More of Afternoons with Helen Farmer is coming up next.
On the UAE's #1 talk